Some random bits of people, engineers, NFL players, Mario, and then Link.
Hey, Quit Stalling presents GameByte.
You know, yun pala, it's like the whole time.
Yeah, so I have to restart my VLC in a little bit, but this episode of GameByte is brought to you by Jinx.com. Use the promo code QuitStalling_366 at checkout to get 10% off of your entire shopping cart. If you like that Disney-esque Hearthstone cinematic, if you want to support your supersonic rocket-powered acrobatic rock. It's been 3 weeks, guys. It's been 3 weeks. Use the promo code QuitStalling_366 at checkout to get 10% off of your entire shopping cart. That's QuitStalling_366 at checkout. All right, welcome everyone to the must-see show of the Quit Stalling Podcast Network. That is right, it is GameByte. And I'm Herald Silvestre. Yes, that is my real name. Thank you for asking. Chat room.
I asked.
Yeah, thanks, Mick. Yes, I am your lovely host with not the most, but you know, I get by. And with me today, let's see who we start with. The maelstrom of hate and fury himself, Insta-DZ, Diego Zuluaga. How you doing, Diego?
Hello and welcome to the Quit Stalling GameByte podcast. I mean, the GameByte podcast by Quit Stalling. Is that right?
That works.
Yeah, no, that's right.
That
That's
works.
right.
You know, like we're 32 episodes in. I forget.
And we still manage to fuck it up every episode.
Actually, I was watching the live feed.
Mm-hmm.
We were Mick, you and I were actually talking over the intro. The music was playing fine. It's just us. You and I couldn't hear it. So our bad. All right. And with me today, the Mick, the midshipman, the most beautiful guy who lives in Hillsborough, Mick DeGuzman. How you doing?
Hey everybody, you are watching GameByte, powered by the Quit Stalling Network, hosted by Herald Silvestre at Herald Plays, Diego Zuluaga, that is the maelstrom of hate and fury, and also the cuddly bunnies and all that bullshit, and the Fury Bot himself, me! Well, Vince is not here today, and I feel kind of bad about that, but let's get on with the show. Herald, what have you been playing?
Wow, you went from extending the bit way longer than it should have been to speeding it up. I like that. Keeping us on our toes. Mick's keeping us on our toes. I want to welcome everyone to the show that is past its vanilla phase of existence. This is our excuse, the three of us, and of course usually Vince, to play video games every week and to talk about them, and of course call it work. Hi, Mom. I'm working.
My mom doesn't want
oh shoot! You know what? Let me fix the bed music real quick. But yeah, while I'm doing that, so I want to welcome everyone to the show. All of you fine folks at home, everyone on the Facebook chat, on the YouTube, and the Twitches. Thank you for joining us on the show. And this is episode 32. It is. What is it? It's Wednesday, the 4th of October. Wow, my neighbor is playing the flute. I don't know if you guys could hear that. I hope my mic isn't that sensitive. Give it a rest. It's night.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
we won't.
It's our bed music.
Artist.
I know, right? It's our bed music right now. It's our bed music.
Yep,
Gotta give a girl a chance, you know. All right, so yeah, welcome everyone to GameByte. Today we got a lot to talk about. We got so much to talk about. But before we talk about all the news and views coming around the gaming globe, I want to ask everyone, that includes you two over here on the show, and of course everyone watching right now, what have you been playing? So let's start off with Diego, man. Diego, what have you been playing, man?
Okay, I only played 2 games in the past week, and what I'm about to say, that's all I need. What I'm gonna say is gonna completely, I'm gonna say it's gonna give an idea about the difference between 2 companies when it comes to making games. Difference between a big time publisher like Warner Brothers versus an indie studio who just makes mobile games and whatnot.
I
Okay,
see. Yeah.
so here, first I gotta
makes
ask you
mobile
guys.
games. Just.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
mostly just mobile games. Okay, here.
Oh, I see.
You guys know that almost anything you see in an app store or Google Play with the word cooking refers to a cooking game like Diner Dash or whatnot, correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, so here.
Mhm.
Yesterday is when I played these games. So first
Oh,
I was like looking through the Google Play App Store. Okay, what am I gonna play? Then I see Middle Earth: Shadow of Mordor, the mobile app. Shadow of War.
I heard about that.
The mobile app.
Shadow
All right,
of War.
so
Yeah.
yeah, okay. So, I don't even have to get into detail. My point doesn't even have to specify what kind of games these are. So, I played this game for about 2 hours, all right? It's an excellent toilet game when you're taking a shit, you have nothing to but play this. Excellent. Actually, I wouldn't say excellent now. That's giving it too much credit. It's pretty good as a toilet game. Okay.
Toilet
It's a
game.
no-brainer. Okay. Then Cheska, she suggests to me, Diego, why don't you play this game called Cooking Fever? Alright, so but I'm like, but I'm already playing Shadow of Mordor. Like, I'm kind of addicted to it. When she's like, she bugs me a bit. She bugs me a bit to play more. So like, okay, I'll play it.
Ooh, she's
So I promise you, I'll
bugging
play
you
it.
now.
Dude,
Not
that's
bugging, but she's been
amazing.
like, I don't mean that in a bad way. Come on, guys.
You always mean it in a bad way, dude.
Fuck you, Mick. Anyways, so she was like, she got me to play it. So I downloaded Cooking Fever. All right. She says she's been playing this like for about a year, almost ever since she had her iPad, which is a pretty long time. So I'd say over a year. Cooking Fever, I downloaded as well. I didn't play it until I fell asleep. And when I played it, I didn't stop playing it until I fell asleep.
Oh wow, dude.
It was that good. As in, I played Shadow of War, the mobile, a game from Warner, published
Warner
by
Brothers.
Warner Brothers, right?
Yeah.
And versus a game, Cooking Fever. Wait, I'm gonna check who made Cooking Fever, mobile, whatever. Okay, it's a game. Basically, one of those clicking thing games, where people are going to the counter and you order food and whatnot. Okay, It's made by Nordcurrent, Nordcurrent and Brain Games. So it's like one of those guys who just make mobile apps, right?
Okay.
Let
Let me look for a video of this.
Yeah, and I spent so much more time playing this game as opposed to Shadow of War. So it's a great example. It's a great way to say that you don't need a publisher like Warner Brothers to make a great mobile app.
Okay, is it this one? I'm gonna bring it up on the screen right now. Is it this one?
Oh. Dude, this
Yes, that
This game is good. I know, but
It's-
I know of this game.
It's good.
It reminds me of street food. That game that me and some of my friends used to play, where it's basically, but it's like street food. So there's kikiam, squid ball, and yeah, it was pretty fun and quite
Oh,
quick.
wow.
And then you just
Yeah.
put sauce on it. Oh, that was so cool. Like Street Food Tycoon, I think it was called that. It was fun. It's exactly
That
the
sounds
same.
awesome.
Yeah,
That sounds
it's fun.
awesome,
It's
dude.
fun. It was
It
fun.
goes to show also that you can't
Great time.
directly port a game made for a PC or a console
Yeah.
into a mobile game. You can't do it just like that. Just because it has a great IP doesn't mean it'll
yeah.
be great.
Mhm.
I mean, they didn't even cap it. I mean, the Nemesis system that they tried to mask. They tried to make it look like the Nemesis system was still implemented in Shadow of War, the mobile. Okay, they still tried to implement it there, but they just masked it over that. Anyone who's played Shadow of Mordor will know that each orc you see in the menu screen, the ones you have to if you're looking at the opponent's army, right? You see a bunch of orcs there. Everyone knows that you go to that screen to see, okay, which one is
Like
the higher ranking with the hierarchy, which one has these weaknesses. But in the mobile app Shadow of War, they mask that by, how in RPG on Rails thing, it's an on Rails RPG.
Okay.
They mask the selecting a campaign. They mask the Nemesis system thing by using it as a campaign.
I should download
menu.
this game.
No, you
Okay.
shouldn't.
Now. I should download this game. I'm just saying.
Well, here. Last thing I'll say about it, they shoved in so many stuff. That's
So
you
many
wouldn't
stuff.
even- They shoved in so many. They shoved in so many things. So many
features.
They made it so detailed. Like they have stats. They have put this piece of armor to get this plus in whatever
like a
to get this much.
On it.
Yeah, they have those kind of things. So God, in a mobile app, do you even give a shit how much more stat this orc has as compared to that? No. Hold on, I got the door, so I gotta answer my door. Hold on, Mick, what have you been playing?
Oh, thank you for asking. See, he's just cutting into me. That's nice. Well, from the last time that we spoke to each other, Herald, I've only been playing the same things. I've been playing PUBG. I've been playing Hearthstone. In Hearthstone, I finally reached my quota of rank 10 because I'm not that good with the game. But I've also been playing this one game on the mobile phone.
I've also been playing.
I've also been playing this game on the mobile phone, and it's actually on the. Check the Google Docs. There's a preview there. There's a preview video. Yeah. Anyway, it's called Tape It Up. Yeah, it's a really cool game that I was playing in between PUBG rounds whenever I die first. It's actually a really good game. It's very light and fun, and it's just basically you taping boxes. You have that tape roller, and you swipe left and right. Yeah, it's a fun game.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, and it has different avatars for 1,000 gold. So see, if you see now in the video, all you gotta do is swipe left or swipe right. And it gets faster and faster, and then the box starts moving, and then there's a hell mode, which if you fall into that pit, it changes everything. Everything's now black and dark and super fast. You can also fast forward, and then you can only get points. From my understanding, you can only get points if you tape one box completely, not just halfway. You won't get points there. You'll get points for every time it says perfect or done. From my understanding, and then there's fever mode. Yeah, it's a pretty fun game to pass the time. The first time I downloaded the game, I was oh my gosh, I did not fall asleep. I was playing 3 hours straight on my bed.
Oh wow.
Yeah, before I felt I gotta go. I gotta get another avatar and all that stuff. Yeah, it's a little addicting. Yeah, you guys should try it out. Yeah. Anyway,
it looks interesting. It looks the art reminds me of what's that one with the Jetpack Joyride?
Jetpack Joyride. Yeah, but it's a little more awesome. 16-bit, right? It's a little more 8-bit, 16-bit thing, which is kind of a flavor for a lot of indie developers now. Also with mobile games because it's very light. It's not the app is not more than 50 MBP. 50 megabytes, so that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
I like
that's tiny by today's standards for mobile games.
Yep,
that's
it
awesome.
It is. Right, Jegs? Am I right?
Yes.
With Cooking Fever.
Yeah, for sure, you're right.
Cooking Fever Master Boy. That's a.
Heck, a game that's 1 gigabyte is considered small already.
What? Yeah, that's ridiculously large. That's a huge game.
What was that? How big is Cuphead?
Cuphead is kind of I am not sure. That's a PC game, I should probably buy the game right now because I was actually gonna say I was gonna plan to buy the game because I'm a big fan of side scrollers. So wait, let me.
Well, I'm just saying in general. I mean, I guess mobile app that 1 gig is still big, but for games in general, 1 gigabyte games.
Well, you're not wrong in saying that. That's true.
Yeah.
Just
I mean, all the games that I've been getting have been at least 5 gigs, 10 gigs nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, Fortnite right now, the one I'm downloading behind in the background is
That's why your internet isn't working so well, Mick.
Maybe. No, I already paused it. I'm not downloading in the background. It's paused. Yeah, but anyway, Harold, what have you been playing, my good friend?
Oh, very, very nice of you to ask, Mick. So, I personally have been playing a lot of World of Warcraft. If you guys have been following me, God knows you haven't. If you guys have been following me, I've been playing a lot of World of Warcraft on Twitch and on live stream pretty much. I've been playing a lot, and I've been having so much fun. I came back about a month and a half ago after like a 9-month-long break, and I've been enjoying myself since I got back. A lot of new quests have come out, a lot of great progression things, and I've started raiding with my old raid team, so it's been a great experience coming back. I forgot how many things they kill in the storyline for this expansion. They kill a lot of people, man. It's ridiculous.
Yep. Like, a lot of people. You
form an emotional bond with like this Tauren dude that you just met, and like 4 quests later they kill him in the most brutal way, and it's so good. It's so good.
I went
like
through that.
Yeah. So I would recommend.
I was actually watching Harold. Yeah, Harold, you were streaming a while ago, right?
Yes, I was streaming this afternoon.
I was actually watching him, and then you could see how I saw how emotional he got when. Spoiler alert! Tyrion dies.
It hurt.
I don't think that's enough time for us to click the mute button when you say spoiler alert.
Oh, I got this.
Hey, I got like a you know, I had like a I gave him a pause, like a really nice beefy pause before I actually said it. But anyway, yeah, some of you know, Tyrion Fordring, the leader of the. What's the name again of the Paladins? Am I right? Like what's the name of their?
He's the leader of a lot
Argent
of stuff,
Dawn?
like the Argent Crusade.
Argent Dawn,
Is it Knights of the Silver Hand?
Knights of the Silver
Hand.
Hand.
Yes, he was one of the Knights of the Silver Hand.
Yes.
You know how I know that?
He's one of the leaders of the Paladins.
Yeah, how do you know that? Actually, I'm curious. You didn't play that much WoW, so I'm super curious.
Yeah. Just really quick, this is okay. I searched Tyrion, on Google. The first thing that comes up is not Tyrion from Warcraft, it's Tyrion Lannister.
Obviously, yeah, nowadays.
Obviously, yeah. So
right? That makes total sense.
Just so you guys know, we're not talking about fucking Game of Thrones. We're talking about the OG medieval shit called Warcraft.
I love Cheska in the chat just going, "What, Mick? Are you serious with that Game of Thrones spoiler?" That's awesome. That's hilarious. That's hilarious, Cheska. Thank you for tuning in. All right, so
thank you for saying that.
Yeah, and last night I played a little bit of Overwatch with my co-host on the Kutzal and Geekcast, Wancho, and our good buddy Nick. You guys know Nick.
Yeah.
And yeah, actually, Mick managed to stop by at 4 a.m. And the guys were like, "Oh, Mick, why aren't you asleep?" And then Wancho just chimes in and he's like, "Guys, he's probably just starting his day. Like he's probably." Because it was 4 a.m.
It was 4 a.m. Yeah, I was surprised. These guys are still awake.
Yeah, we played the whole night.
Say, I gotta give you props. You were doing pretty well as a Widowmaker. Yeah.
Thank you.
And then,
I was rocking it.
And Wancho, I actually give him props. He was the noisiest heckler I have ever heard. That guy did not stop going. Oh my god! Who's this?
Wancho.
He was with him. This guy's on PC now, and he was just shouting out like, "Oh my god! What the?"
He's so fun, man. He's so fun. So, my quick story about Overwatch before we get to the actual news is what happened last night was we got into a quick play game, but I had to go to the bathroom, so I took a pee, and by the time I got back, I got that little alert that says you're gonna be kicked from the group for being inactive and from the game. So I was like, okay, what do we need? And then the second I said that, I got kicked from the match. So I was like, oh man, I have to reconnect, rejoin the group, but someone's already filled in my spot. So, like about 3 minutes into that, I just decided to shoutcast the match, and it was the most fun I had all night. I hated playing after that. I was like, I just want to keep shoutcasting, guys.
Yeah, wait, you have a VOD of it? I want to see that.
Oh yeah. It's up on my Twitch page right now, Diego. Thanks for asking, Diego. It's up on my Twitch page, twitch.tv/HeraldPlays. And it's also up on my YouTube. You can check that out by going to bit.ly/HeraldPlays with a capital H and a capital P.
Yeah, nice. Herald, we should maybe guys, three of us, we can actually do that. We can.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Can I be like the interviewer guy, and then you two can be the shoutcasters? Like, welcome to the Overwatch League, Manila Leg. My name is Harold, and this is my friend Diego. Hi. Then Diego just goes, hi.
I don't sound like that.
And I don't sound like that.
So at least if you have a party, get a sock puppet of me. Then you can say.
Hello,
I will allow you to
everybody.
call it. I will allow you to draw mustache, draw beard, draw the goatee all over it, and call it me. That's fine.
You still
But
have
yeah,
the...
I mean-
Oh yeah, your goatee grew back. Nice. Nice.
No, because well, yeah,
Are we gonna get messages?
yeah, you're back.
We're gonna get messages in chat saying you look like Manny Pacquiao.
Fuck you, Harold.
A back boy.
Oh man.
This is my glove, the clitoris.
Oh my.
Oh my god, I can't. Guys, I'm sure everyone knows this. Go to YouTube, type in Manny Pacquiao boxing gloves. Best video you'll ever see. Stay for the after show, Harold. You gotta play it.
Yeah. We're gonna watch it.
My
We're gonna
glove,
watch
my
it.
glove.
Let's see. You guys.
This is my glove.
If you guys... Oh my god, dude.
Okay,
He's already
yeah,
researching. You see Harold, he's like looking at the second screen. Manny Pacquiao boxing.
All right. So
Can we actually play it now? Possibly, because I can laugh my ass off while my parents are still awake.
Oh no.
no.
We should probably do it after the show. 'Cause we got
yeah, I think we should move on, guys. We've talked a lot already. The question once again is still open to all of you guys over in chat. What have you been playing? Martin Australia. Oh, shout out to Martin Australia. He said hello, hello, Martin. Cheska also said she was playing Cooking Fever. So I hope you guys are enjoying the show and stick around.
Sting. Looks like it was a sting.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So guys, let's move on. Let's talk about the news, shall we? Shall we?
Y'all.
We shall. Let's do it.
This week in video games.
All right. It's time for the news. Oh, my hip keeps popping. It's time for the news, ladies and gentlemen. Mick.
Nice.
What's that?
I said nice.
Oh,
Nice.
Okay. Mick, what do we have for us today? What do you have? What do you have for us?
Sure. So let's begin with this. It's been a bad weekend for Marvel versus Capcom Infinite. Because one, you guys know the issue about with fighting games is that there is such things. There are things like infinite combos, which means combos where they're like aerial juggles that never stop until their health runs to zero. Right? You guys know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
kind of.
Kind of, yeah. Now, with for example, like in our past few episodes ago, that was with Martin, Brother Mart. He was discussing about frames in general, with how Tekken has the combos. They tend to drop like basically fighting games have systems where you can prevent one another from doing infinite combos. And Marvel vs. Capcom has that same way. They have either frame delays or whatnot, just to prevent people from doing infinite combos. Here's the thing. The newest installment of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite has an infinite combo. And it's something that is definitely going to be an exploit for those who are going to queue online for like matchmaking, for PvP in general. And it was brought about by a Japanese player named Mudo, who was showcasing it in Twitter, which it's actually Spider-Man, and I was actually surprised that Spider-Man is the guy that has this infinite combo. Now, what he does is basically, long story short, he does a reality stone, which is like an orb, and then he has the web ball. Now, the thing is, the reason why the infinite engine, the engine doesn't prevent it from stopping the infinite combo is the fact that it bypasses it because of the web ball. Because the web ball, if you guys are familiar with it, it constricts the character, so he's like covered in web, and then you hit him again. You have to hit him again in order for him to get out, or I think he has to wiggle out. I'm not sure.
He has to wiggle
out, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing. Now, all you have to do is just to spam the reality stone, which is like that orb, like a Hadoken, and then the web ball right after. So there's like a specific time, and then you can actually kill the guy without him even touching you. All of those rounds. It's something that's sparking debate with a lot of the pro players of Marvel vs. Capcom. You know, half of them want it to be removed in an upcoming patch, and the others feel like it's not really game breaking because you can always block it. That's the thing. Problem is, if you get caught, I think that's the biggest problem. So I want to hear your thoughts, guys. What do you think? Are you for it, or are you against that whole infinite combo thing?
Are you saying that Marvel Capcom Infinite has an infinite combo?
Press the soundboard. Oh shit, no sound. Yes. Right. Got it.
In all honesty, though, I mean, as an outsider looking in, this seems like the stupidest debate. Like,
no, but
you know,
Here's the thing. It'll affect a lot of the esports scene. I mean, come on. Nintendo has recently been, you know, they recently. Oh, I'm sorry, not Nintendo, but more on Capcom has been supporting the whole esports scene, especially with their fighting games. Now, if you have something like this, everyone's just gonna choose Spider-Man. Then everyone's just gonna play Spider-Man. Everyone's gonna do the exact same combo. They're just gonna, you know, parry one another until they can fucking do the combo. It sucks, man. I mean, you know, Jego has seen it. Jego, you've seen the video, right?
Yeah, and I am a huge fan of the Marvel vs. Capcom series. And then my answer, Mick, you can segue. You'll be able to segue into the next thing about it if you want via this. So basically, my take on the whole infinite combo thing. Okay, it takes out the point of playing a fighting game, because fighting games are very hand coordination centered. That is the whole point of the game. If you have great hand coordination, if you know how to perform combos by, you know, using your fingers well, right, and inputting the proper combos and sticks, that's what more or less determines your skill level, right? So the point of all you have to do is just press quarter circle forward, I think it's B or square or X, whatever, circle, the quarter circle forward strong button, and then whatever combo to do that stupid Infinity Stone thing to perform. What's the point? What's the point of playing this fighting game, right? Yeah,
exactly.
Basically, it's bullshit.
Yeah. You know what's the sad part is that's not the only problem that they've had this week. Now, this is gonna be super quick because there's not really much to talk about. It's just basically stats. Now, I think a few days ago was Milan Games Week, and
Milan.
Yes.
Milan Games Week, yes. And
Milan, darling.
Guess who had a tournament there? Guess who had a leg of their tournament?
I'm gonna say Tekken.
Capcom.
Oh, okay.
Tekken as well, yes. But Capcom was also there, and it was their Italy leg of the Battle for the Stones. If you guys don't know what the Battle for the Stones is, it's basically a tournament that's it's gonna be worldwide, where players will play against other players, of course, for stones, and those stones give you specific power-ups for the tournament. For example, you can get a stone where you can mark off a loss. If you lost 0-1, you can use that stone to make it 0-0 and keep the game going. You can also also get like a power up where you could if you were on like a round robin, you get your opponent, you don't like your opponent, you can use your stone to switch it up and choose someone else rather than that guy, and then you just meet him like in the finals. I don't know. Yeah, but it's a very creative way of approaching the esports scene. But here's the thing. In the Italy leg, only 13 people registered for the tournament. And that's supposed to be a large-scale tournament. And the turnout is pretty bad. That was pretty bad. Yeah. Well, it's a relatively new game, so I think that a lot of people are still practicing at home.
Okay. It's not because we found an infinite combo where there shouldn't have been.
Maybe they're all spamming the infinite combo, so they're like, oh, fuck this.
Actually, I wouldn't say it's okay. Not to disagree with you, but like even if it's new, I mean, games that are still new, they're, you know how
PUBG.
Street Fighter, you know,
Street
Fighter.
Fighter.
Even if it's new, shit, there already are tournaments, and there is a big turnout. There are a lot of participants, even if it is new. If I may, maybe the reason why that they're not but big turnouts because the character roster fucking sucks. I'm sorry, but I hate the roster of this one.
For Infinite.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, sure they have Spider-Man, but like, they still kept that guy, the guy with the extendo arm, Spencer.
And
like, there's not a single X-Man. Wolverine has been there since the beginning, and they remove him.
Maybe
I can understand Cyclops getting removed from the third.
Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Wolverine was not there. I think it was X-23. I'm not sure.
No, he was there.
He was there.
Was he there? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There.
Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing, Diego. Wolverine is going to be available at a later date for the low price of $50. And
the low price.
No, for the low price of 50 easy payments of 99 cents.
Yeah, so
anyway, I don't see his name here on the DLC list.
No, I was just kidding.
Oh, okay.
He was joking.
You were joking.
Even I got the joke.
I thought you were being sarcastic because of the reality of it. I'm sorry.
That would have been clever of me, but sadly, I'm not that clever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
Go
ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. What are your thoughts on this?
Just shit. I forgot the whole point. But yeah, the roster. Like here, they put Rocket Raccoon and fine. Arguably, you can say Nova. I'm not a comic book fan, but they put Nova and okay, whatever. But they put who's this guy? Wait, who's this guy? The dude from it's another Capcom character, Firebrand from Ghosts and Goblins.
Okay.
Serious.
And he's really researching. He's like looking through his map.
Yeah, because I know that the Firebrand is the demon with the wings. Is the demon, the little imp on the wings. I mean,
the demon with the wings.
Demon with the wings. I mean, they could have put. Okay, who else could they put from Capcom? Okay, maybe another. I wouldn't find if they put like Guile.
Oh, Colonel William Guile. Okay.
Right, at least. I mean, someone we know. I'm sorry to say.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe,
I know Strider. Hear you.
Yeah, Strider. Yeah,
Strider here, dude. He's the best.
I'm a huge fan of that Captain Commando. I loved this game when
they
when I was
could have
growing
put
up.
Captain fucking Commando.
They should have put Jin
But
back.
they
The guy
put
with the robot.
a generic.
They should have put Jin back though. The guy with the extendo, the one with whenever he punches, his robot punches with him. That was in Marvel vs. Capcom 1. That's like my earliest.
Fuck, they could have put that guy. I didn't even know who he was, but he was great.
He was so cool. Like he had that one special where he just disappears, and then you take his field of point of view where he's just shooting you with machine guns. Oh, he's shooting the opponent with machine guns. That's the best thing ever. Oh man, I'm geeking out.
Yeah. Well, that's what the show is for. But yeah, so that Marvel versus Capcom Infinite, man. Like this, I really, oh man. So I'm sorry, I'm at a loss for words because of all the, it's not really the best game out there right now. It's not the best fighting game out there right now. And to Diego's point, like if there's enough interest, you're gonna get a lot of fans show up to your tournaments, even if it's like the very first tournament. Shout out to the guys over at Garrison Archangel and Indigo Entertainment. But if there's hype around your game and it's a quality game, you're gonna expect a lot of people to show up for it.
True.
Yeah.
And like we're nearing a bit of a lull, or we are at a bit of a lull because we're experiencing a bit of diminishing returns because we're getting so many fighting games,
in 1 year,
in quick succession, and you're gonna get a bit of burnout. So, I mean, that could be part of it, but at the same time, like if I was super loyal to Tekken, and I knew a new Tekken was gonna come out, I would play it, and I would be hyped for it, and if there was a tournament near me, I would go to it.
Definitely.
Knowing Capcom and knowing Capcom, they're just gonna re-release Infinite. They're gonna call it Marvel versus Capcom.
Marvel
Infinite
versus
Extreme.
Yeah, Infinite EX Alpha.
Marvel
4.
versus Capcom.
And then they're gonna make all the DLC characters available, and then they're gonna maybe relaunch Wolverine.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
maybe.
See, that's the thing. Yeah. That's
Well,
the
I
thing.
think they also took him out. I also think that they took him out because in the comic books he's dead. So yeah.
Oh.
Spoiler alert!
Dude,
I
if,
forgot.
Yeah.
if it's for that reason, how many of characters in this roster have died once or twice and been resurrected miraculously?
I
Yeah.
have no idea. Yeah, you make a good point, sir.
All right,
But
real
if
quick, a
it's-
shout out
I'm sorry,
to.
and not to insult you, just this is like the joke was there because like
Some
majority of
low-hanging fruit,
the majority of the characters in the Marvel roster have all died at least once.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. That's so true. Quick
Ghost
shout out to
Rider's
Kirk
really
D.
good
Chow
fight.
over in the Facebook chat. Says, just waiting for Monster Hunter to be released as DLC. I feel you, Kirk.
Monster. Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Are you
And
serious?
you know that's not even the end of it. That's a sad thing about what's happening. You know, in the past weekend, is that that's not even like the biggest. For me, it's not the biggest issue that exactly happened. This is probably it. The last weekend was also the Fall Classic, which is a tournament that is held in I don't know how to pronounce this. Raleigh. It's Raleigh
That's
in North
Raleigh.
Carolina.
Yeah, Raleigh, North Carolina.
Raleigh,
Home for
North Carolina.
Yeah, a lot of wrestling superstars.
Yeah, and since the game came out, there have been when you make a tournament, you of course have to make rules, or you have to follow you base it on the old ones that you have, and then of course the popular debates is it going to be a best of 3 or best of 5 formats.
Mhm.
And then here's what got interesting is that in the competitive scene they don't really have rules for these specific moves, aka the auto combos, which is basically you mashing the light punch button just to perform a full combo, and the easy hyper inputs, which are basically your special that can be casted instead of doing that whole combo in the whole things you press for your specific special. You just press light, heavy punch and heavy kick. Now, what's interesting with that is, now how does that play into the Fall Classic? Well, about a few days ago, in one of the matches, they had this issue where one of the players was actually using the easy hyper inputs, and one of the judges in the tournament said that they had to restart the match even if that guy won all
Wait,
3
did we
matches.
just go over this?
Yeah, we went over this before we started the stream.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
And then-
I thought Okay.
Yeah. No, because the first one was, but anyway,
It's an endless combo.
it became an endless combos, and at the same time easy hyper inputs, which basically means that when someone does a special, you can use your special to counter his special. It's a long and complicated process that I have to explain, and it'll take up much of our time.
This is basically instead of like pressing the light, instead of combining 6 separate buttons to create the fucking massive awesome combo, you just press one button. And you just spam it. Then it creates.
And then for the
creates
special,
that.
instead of pressing all those combinations like 6 or 7 buttons in a specific manner, you just have to press 2 buttons, which is the same thing, with a lot. And
So
it became an issue.
to make it relatable, it's kind of like a keyboard macro.
Yeah, keyboard macro, basically. So the thing is, that was designed. Those 2 things were designed for newbies or newcomers into the game to really enjoy the game. If they just don't want to like take it seriously, really study the moves list and make a combo out of that, But and it's sad that now the debate rises at how should it be part of is there a rule that should be enforced for these things not to be included in tournaments? Are they going to be should they be a staple for tournaments? Because the thing is, it's a little bit of it doesn't really show, how good, because the thing is, you can, like, if you're used to playing it the normal way, and that other guy just does it the easy mode way, which is with the auto attacks and the easy hyper inputs, then how is that going to be fair, right?
Yeah, what's the point then? There's going to be no skill involved.
Having the tournament, diba? If you're not going to have that, if we're not on a level playing field.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
so
it's just sad.
Yeah. So we've talked a lot about Marvel vs. Capcom. Let's wrap things up here so we can move on to the rest of our topic. So, final thoughts on all of this.
Jago, you first.
Firebrand? Seriously? Why would they put that guy in the game? I'm just kidding. That's pretty much it. That's aside from all these combos things. I know all these things can be changed because will change by how many days has it been out, Nick? How many days?
I am not quite sure. From my understanding, it came out like September, about a few weeks ago.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna patch it up
and
fix the whole problem or whatnot. I don't know.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah,
they probably will.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, the roster is just the stupidest thing for me. It's the roster.
Yeah, for me, my only final thoughts for this is I'm not gonna buy the game. That's it. I'm just not gonna buy the game. Not because I'm not a fan, not because of all this stuff that we just discussed, but because I'm not really a fighting game guy. I used to be, and I got kind of sick of it, and I really like different genres now of gaming. So, it's not my cup of tea anymore. Harold, what are your thoughts on it?
It's really tough. I've seen the.
It's
What's
Sir
that?
Arthur. It's Sir.
Oh.
Sorry, I got distracted.
That guy deserves to be in the game.
Yeah, he does. Definitely.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's difficult being a developer especially with a genre like the fighting game genre, where you have to find different ways to keep things fresh, and at the same time, you want to make money. You want to, at the end of the day, you're trying to make money out of these games, and the only way to do that is to release new ones and iterate on them, and it's difficult. It's difficult to be able to control a lot of these things, but at the same time, you're charging how many dollars are they charging for Marvel vs. Capcom?
60. About 60.
You're charging $60 per game, per game, exactly. So, and you're putting out a product with this kind of quality and this kind of quality control issues. So it's hard to, for me, it's hard to blame the developers, but at the same time, you're making a buttload of money out of this. The least you could do is make sure that you're not screwing people over when they're finally released, and especially when they go to your tournaments. So, I don't know. I just wish that there was a better way for these to be resolved. And, it's not looking good for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, at least. And
for the beginning, it's pretty bad.
Yeah. And we're likely, like Diego said, going to get a Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite EX Alpha 4. So...
Wait, I'm sorry. I gotta interject. Harold, is that the bed music for the show? Or is that your neighbor?
This time that is the bed music for the show. I changed it up.
The neighbor has a gospel, a Gregorian chant.
I was listening to
Gregorian
Devil May Cry, son.
Choir or something.
It might as well be. I was gonna change it when we moved topics, but it took us forever to move topics.
Okay,
so
sorry, go ahead.
No, it's cool. It's cool. A big shout out to Slyvana over on the Twitch. She says I'm not as bouncy tonight. It's a very relaxed night, Sly, as you could tell from our bed music. And she says good night. She loves the show, but she has a uni in the morning. Sly, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. But yeah, those are my thoughts. It's not gonna look good for the future, especially with games like Injustice finding a niche market, Tekken still being the powerhouse that it is.
Also Street Fighter.
Street Fighter as well. So it's not gonna look good, and I don't think that I will personally be playing their game anytime soon. But if you guys love the game, let us know what you love about it, and give us your thoughts. That's what this show is about as well, is interaction with our community. Tell us what you think of the game, and let us know why you think that maybe you're going to pick it up, or for sure that you're going to pick it up, and give us some counterpoints to what we've been talking about tonight.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
So are we? Oh, what's up, Mick?
What do you guys want to talk about the Nintendo Switch, or should we talk about Cuphead? I am not sure which one we should talk about.
Let's do Cuphead, man. Cuphead has been a sensation.
Yeah.
Cuphead has been a sensation the past few days.
Boy. Yeah. A lot of people bought the game. It's a hard game, and so dare I say it, it's a fucking hard game. I haven't even played. I've watched a lot of streamers play it, and they are very frustrated with the game. But here's the thing. In an article from what was that again? An article from Polygon. Here's the thing. Someone, speedrunners have actually finished the game, and right now the world record for the speed run of Cuphead is at 32 minutes and 15 seconds.
Okay, so to put that in context, Mick, how long is an estimated play time?
Probably
for
the estimated play time for this game, I would say more than 5 or 6 hours, dude. I mean, come on. Oof. It's like, dude, oh my god, dude, this game is hard. It's not that in terms of content, it's not that much. I mean, it's a lot compared to other side scrolling games. Mm-hmm. But in terms of in terms of how long it is, if you just follow the story, it's not gonna take you much. The thing is, what makes it long is the fact that it's a hard game. Game. A lot of boss battles that are a lot of maps that you have to run and gun, or that's what they call it in Cuphead, which is run and gun or beat the boss. Yeah, and to see someone do that in 32 minutes and 15 seconds, wow, that hopefully that doesn't discourage any of you guys from, because maybe they just cut corners, and if you're like a completionist or a completist in the game for your games, like you want to get the 100% of the achievements, then maybe that would not really discourage you. But for those casual people, do not fret. These men, they really skip a lot. They cut corners. They don't follow it the way that they don't play it the way that it's supposed to be played. Remember that.
Honestly, if you watch speedrunners are more really, those are the people who kind of started the whole idea of watching people play video games online, because it's so hard to fathom how people can finish games like this in such a short amount of time. Again, I mean, I want to dial it back to how speedruns became such a big thing when they finished games like Legend of Zelda or Ocarina of Time in less than 20 minutes or 20 to 30 minutes, a whole RPG, right? How are you gonna finish a game that's heavily narrated? You do it through bugs and glitches and whatnot. Then it evolved to something like Cuphead, where it's pure skill. So you watch it just to be entertained by their skill level.
Yeah.
So, but I don't think what I like about speedruns is they don't really encourage you they don't discourage you from playing the game yourself, because I guess these guys, I'm sure they're not having fun. I'm pretty sure they're stressed out of their balls.
Taking it too serious.
Trying to making sure that they don't fuck up.
Yeah, but dude, crazy. 32 minutes, dude. I mean, what can you do in 32 minutes? Maybe that's half the show, dude. In half a show, someone just finished Cuphead again.
The entire time we were talking about Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah, someone just finished fucking Cuphead. What the fuck? What the fuck, man? That's so good. They are so good. Oh, wow. Harold, what are your thoughts on this, man? No,
so first things first. Cuphead is, we talked about Cuphead when we did our Gamescom coverage, and Cuphead is, for those of you who are watching the video feed right now, it's a great game in terms of the art style, in terms of the animations, and it's the type of game that you do play. Oh, sorry, that's my BattleNet dinging right now. I'm gonna turn that off. Cuphead is a kind of game like Bindings of Isaac, and all those games that you can speedrun. It's designed for that kind of play style. It started off as a boss only battle game, and then they just decided to add more things to it. So Cuphead in itself is a phenomenon. You know, in an era where everyone's trying to get as much attention as possible for their game, Cuphead has just risen out of nowhere, and it's broken the top 5 of Twitch streaming.
True.
Out of nowhere, you know, it went from 0 to 60 when it launched, and it's pretty awesome that they get to do this, and I'm quite impressed. I'm actually very impressed with the game. In terms of the speed running, I just think, you know, play how you want to play. Like if someone can do it in under 35 minutes, then great. That's awesome, and that is what people like to see. You know, someone who can play in a way that they don't. That's kind of why we watch sports, is because these people are on another level, and it's always just interesting, you know, to see like someone run through a game and, you know, completely destroy it in such a quick amount of time. Like, I remember seeing my first Mario speedrun, and I was like, that's possible? You could do all of that? And that's the novelty of speedruns. So, I don't know, it's pretty awesome. I enjoy the fact that, you know, people have sped run through Cuphead, and I also enjoy the fact that when I look at Cuphead and, you know, like look it up on Twitch, I see people that are just like getting completely destroyed by the game, because it's a difficult game. I don't think we're emphasizing enough how difficult this game is.
It's kind of
simply because we're talking about speedrunners.
Yeah. True. It's kind of like that whole Crash Bandicoot thing, where a lot of people don't remember how hard the game was. The first one, not the second and the third. The second and the third were bearable. A lot of people, it's challenging, but a lot of people went through that, and that's like most of our childhoods. Like, the 3 of us, I'm sure that we played in PS1 before. Now, the first one though, I didn't even know that was that hard, and when I bought the remastered edition, oh my god, it's so hard. Yep.
Sorry, can you do that one more time? It's
hard. No, I can't do that. PewDiePie might copyright infringement me, because that's his line. So I can only do it like once.
Yeah. So it's awesome that they've been able to do this, and you know, it's that little niche, and at the same time it's a great way for people who've never heard of these streamers to get a little notoriety.
No, yeah. And who knew that some of these streamers are actually, you know, some of these unknown streamers, they're really good at games.
Yeah.
they're really good at games. You'd be surprised. Like,
there's no doubt.
Yeah, I actually gotta share a story. Like, there's this one guy that I used to watch a lot, and his name was Super JJ. Super JJ, long stream thing. And he was like a Hearthstone streamer, and, you know, not a lot of people watch him. There were like 5 or 10 people who would watch him, but then he's like a 10-time legend, 3-time number one ranking player. I didn't even know in the ladder. I was like, wow, this guy's fucking good, and no one's watching him. And then to see him now that he's getting like 1,000, 2,000 people watching him now, that's pretty good. It's cool. It's nice to see that finally, you know, it's a story. It's that story was basically like how someone who's really good finally got the attention that he deserves.
Mm-hmm.
Who knew, right?
Yeah. So head on over to twitch.tv/Herald Plays and watch me stream later.
Yeah, definitely watch him. I can't watch him, so I have to watch him on YouTube. I have to watch him on YouTube live because PLDT, you suck.
Man. Yeah, the PLDTs, like a lot of our local ISPs have been having issues recently, and it's
yeah,
it's been sucking.
Bad. It's like I can't even watch your stream. I can watch Vince's stream. I can watch Diego's stream. I can't watch your stream on Twitch. And I'm on Twitch weird, Prime. Yeah. I'm paying so much money for that extra speed.
No, send me that sub money the second I get affiliated. No, but shout out to Mike Lorenzana over in the Facebook chat saying Cuphead, and Elgin over on the Facebook chat saying I've got quite a lot to talk about in terms of MVCI, so Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I wish I wasn't late now. LOL. All right, sorry that you were late, Elgin, but we could chat about it during the after show if you want. Ricardo Mercado Tutan says Mick and Diego.
How are you doing?
And then the wavy
hands. Hi Rick, how are you doing? All the way
Man.
from San Francisco.
Damn.
How are you doing, man?
I haven't seen Chutan in a while, man.
I haven't seen Chutan in a while.
Actually, how long has he been gone?
Maybe a few years. Yeah, but that's not the point. Point is we haven't.
Yeah, we haven't seen him.
All right.
Okay.
All right, we
so
got
one thing I
other
wanna
things to
point
talk
out
about, guys. Oh, what's up, Diego?
There's one thing I want to mention. In the chat, Mike said Cuphead, right? I mean, I was.
He didn't say
I've been
Cuphead. He
on
said
shoots-
Cuphead.
Oh yeah, he said Cuphead. Oh yeah, he's been talking about that ever since it was released. Actually, for a while,
wow.
even like he mentioned it a lot like over the year because like he's been so excited to play that game. I told him, dude, sell your Mac. He also has a Mac. No, it's because I told him if you want to play it, sell your Mac.
This guy right here.
It's like the blind leading the blind here.
Yeah.
It's
Blind leading the blind. Right there.
Yeah, and it sucks also because if I'm not mistaken, Cuphead's it's only on it's Xbox and PC, right? Xbox and Steam. There's no
I think so.
Sony.
Yeah.
There's no Sony version. There's no PlayStation version.
I think not. So a lot of people are gonna be buying the. If you really want to play this game, you play it on Steam, and it's only available for Windows.
Yeah.
That's a sad. Maybe they'll have a port for Mac, like in the coming months. I don't know, but if you just can't wait, you just borrow someone's laptop or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Harold, let us move on, sir.
All right, let's move on, guys. We got some big news in terms of the Rockstar front, and I'm not talking about the fact that they're milking every single penny they can get from GTA Online. Right? I'm talking about cowboys and more cowboys.
Indeed.
If we can do this whole show touchdown like cowboy.
All right, I'm taking the focus away from you. All right, so we of course are talking about Red Dead Redemption 2. We got a new trailer that dropped, guys.
You're about to do it.
Two.
Yeehaw! All right, we got Red Dead Redemption 2's newest trailer, and it looks amazing. It looks freaking good. And it makes me hate Rockstar that much more because I'm going to have to wait 6 months to get this on PC. And it's going to be a pain.
Is it going to be on PC this year? This time?
No, it's going to take forever to be on PC. Like, it's going to take like a year and a half.
Never got the PC, sadly.
Exactly. I had to buy a PlayStation 3 for it.
Well, I have a PS4, so
Dude,
I'm good. Yeah.
This is the best game that Rockstar's. I mean, I actually like the Red Dead franchise. Well, not the first not the Red Dead Revolver. No, that's bullshit.
I like the Red Dead Redemption franchise.
Yeah, that one is the best franchise of GTA. I mean, it's the best franchise of Rockstar. I mean, GTA was great, sure, but like, dude, I'm a fucking cowboy. I'm a
cowboy with
Chester
the
sky.
Oh,
any more songs we can reference? Yeah, you're gonna get to play McCree the game. I just realized.
Oh yeah!
Someone is gonna mod that. Someone's gonna for sure.
Someone is definitely gonna do that. If it reaches the PC, if the port to PC comes in, a lot of mods will come out, and you're gonna see
Red Dead Redemption Online. I'm gonna be McCree. I'm just gonna be McCree.
No,
I'm
gonna
be
the whole time.
McCree XX.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be a guy just wandering around the desert, just or like in the woods looking for like damsels in distress and just killing them on the spot. Because they might be a trap. It might be a trap,
Like going back to Diego's point, dude. That's like every person who played like Lord of the Rings Online or every person who played World of Warcraft was like Legolas XXXXXLSX.
Legolas with a 3.
like 3 S's and
Ragnarok, right, Jegs? We saw a lot of Legolases there. I saw like 3, and they were all hunters.
Oh,
just I have a story about this whole idea of that. Okay, because
go for it.
Okay.
I don't know.
When Ragnarok, when Ragnarok first became a thing, I named my character Roan. Okay, that's capital R. That's capital ROAN, and that was a reference to a character from Grandia. Okay.
I see.
The Grandia franchise, and then like, a few months after, the anime came out on the local networks. The Tagalog version of Ragnarok, right?
Anime.
And then the guy's name was Roan, diba?
Roan.
So the next day after the first episode dropped, I logged in, and someone messaged me, Kuya, pwede po sa akin na yung pangalan mo. Paki-delete na lang character. Putang ina, fuck you, man. Not deleting my character.
Explain that for the people who are watching us from abroad.
Which one?
Explain what you just said for the people watching from abroad.
I just said, fuck you, son of a bitch. I'm not deleting my... Oh, sorry. The guy... the guy who messaged me was asking me, excuse me, could you give me your name? And in order for me to do that, I have to delete my character. He's like saying, can you delete your character so I can have that name? Because he wanted my name, Roan, for his own character because he was some, I don't know, some...
Hey, it might not be a... Maybe
yeah, he might have been
that's
a weird
his real name. Maybe his name is Ron.
Well, then he should have thought of that when he made.
It's like his dad's name is Ron, and then his mother's name is Anne, and then we have this thing where they just combine the names for some weird reason, and it just goes Ron. See.
All right, going back to Cuphead real quick.
We sidetracked super far.
Cuphead or Red Dead?
Super.
Real quick, going back to Mike Lorenzana said the art style. And we talked about that plenty of times during the Gamescom coverage. Elgin Cuffle in the chat said, RDR2 may actually be the first Rockstar game I'll end up buying, at least since San Andreas. Dude, I think if there's a game that you should get, it's so much hype.
And
so much hype.
Understand Red Dead Redemption 2, because the story is the driving factor of the game. Hands down.
Yeah.
Unless if you want to do that whole you go through the walkthroughs or maybe the cinematics of the first Red Dead Redemption, then you can do that.
Yeah, that's I might have to get myself a capture card or at least a really good video camera so I can stream myself playing Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, because I have it. I have it on my PlayStation 3, and I just want to play through the story, and just, maybe I'll do the green screen thing. That'd be awesome.
The story
I'll figure that out.
You're gonna have to lock yourself in a room for a month.
I got that.
Yeah,
don't worry.
That's how good the game is. Lock yourself in a room for a month.
The story was so good that I was about to finish it. I took like 2 weeks off just so that I wouldn't finish the game. Because it was just so good, it's sinking in, and I was like, when I finished it, I was like, oh my god, that was so good.
Yeah, and when they made the spin-off, not the spin-off, it wasn't even an expansion. It was
the Undead Nightmare one.
Yeah, Undead Nightmare. What would
you
call that?
I didn't even get to play it. I didn't even
Like
it was a DLC.
It was a DLC, but like it was a DLC, but it didn't carry over any of my stuff. It was more like a what if
scenario.
Yeah, and then dude, okay, cool. I played that. It was good. It was great for a DLC there, and like, especially considering that you've played the entire game already. Now to play that, it's like you see people you in the game become zombies, then die, and then like how they'd react in those situations is fucking amazing.
Yeah, most definitely,
True.
Yeah. All right.
But anyway,
so we're gonna speed through our last 2 topics for the night. Real quick, shout out to Tilvic on the Twitch. Yo, back at you, man. Yo, back at you. All right. So real quick.
By the way,
what's up, Mick?
Just to add to the whole Red Dead Redemption 2, this is just gonna be really quick. So Red Dead Redemption 2, I feel like I'm not sure if this is already online or something. I'm just gonna say that I feel like this is going to be the continuation of the time that John Marston died to the time that Jack Marston is already old and he gets revenge for his dad. If you guys, I feel like that whole time gap, that whole time frame where we didn't know what the hell happened. How did Jack Marston become Jack Marston from a sweet young boy to badass that looks just like his dad? So I think this is what Red Dead Redemption 2 is gonna do. John Marston versus, am I right? John Marston, and then Jack is Jack is the son, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So because I think it was in the trailer where they show like a scene where the new protagonist was talking to Jack Marston and was saying how, oh, we're just gonna let your mother finish mourning, and you could see like the wife of John Marston crying on his grave. So I was like, oh, okay, so that just piecing everything together.
Oh,
this is not
really
spoilers. This isn't a something. That's not a spoiler because I'm trying to piece it all together based on the trailer.
Okay.
There's
All right,
no.
yeah, so
I have no inside information from Rockstar, so yeah.
Okay.
I wish I did. I wish I did though.
yeah.
Unless
Alright, yeah,
Harold
so-
already knew that someone dies. From the
Yeah,
first-
man, come on. Timmy. All right,
Come on.
Timmy. All right, we're gonna move on, guys. Play Red Dead Redemption if you guys haven't played it yet. Come on over if you wanna play with. if you wanna, play some Red Dead Redemption, come on over and we'll take care of you. All right, so we're gonna move on, guys.
PR and chill with Herald.
Oh yeah. Tilvik wanted me to say something very offensive over on the Twitch chat. I will not say that, sir, but I hope you stay around and enjoy yourself. GameByte is a very, very PG show. R18.
Did you message
All right,
me what he said?
Yeah. I probably will later on. All right,
Yeah.
so
Twitch chat? Read in the Twitch chat.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I guess we should move on though.
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah, well-
yeah, sure.
let's finish things up. Let's finish things up, guys. Here we go. Mick, you were pretty psyched about this. Darkest Dungeon is coming to the Nintendo Switch.
Oh wow, this is great.
Switch.
I like reading on articles about Nintendo Switch because one, when it first came out, a lot of people were giving it crap. Like it was good, but there are a lot of big problems that we're going through it, and we went through them actually in the past episode. But it's nice to see that they're actually bringing in really heavy hitters like Darkest Dungeon. It's finally come to the Nintendo Switch. Yay! What a platform! What a platform that they're choosing this time. And to think that not only is Darkest Dungeon one of the best indie games that has been made in the past year or two, but other games, other indie developers, they're also bringing in their game to the Nintendo Switch. Like for example, Super Meat Boy is coming to the Nintendo Switch, and that's a good game. That's a good side-scrolling game, and it's a game called.
You know what? Another game that's coming to the Switch. It's being ported.
What?
Lost Castle from our good friends over at another indie.
Oh,
Nice.
Nintendo
Shameless
has
plug.
embraced
Hey,
the
guys.
idea that they're gonna make money off people who want to take a shit while playing video games. Thank you, Nintendo.
man.
I mean that in a
man.
good way because dude, if you games that are great are games that you can take a shit while doing. Mobile games. Games.
And
I don't know about you, but dude, Mario Kart already had me sold with buying that game. Also, Breath of the Wild. Okay.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild is a good game. Mario Kart, the newest one, is a good game. I even have my own catchphrase now every time I play with friends.
Oh, really?
Every time
What's your catchphrase?
Because I tend to fall off. Because I tend to fall off the map. No, so I just go out loud. I'm gonna say it really far from the mic. I shout out loud. I fell. I just go like that the whole time. And then they all get distracted, and I get to sneak past them. That's good. It actually works.
I can imagine.
Yeah, dude. No, these guys they make fun of me every time I fall. Like there's this one time when recently when I fell off the map, I didn't even shout it. A friend of mine shouted it. He just goes, "You fell!" I was like, "Thank you. Wow, that's very nice."
Oh man. Okay.
Oh.
Real quick to touch upon Nintendo. Yes, developers are getting the chance to port their games. They've been given dev kits over from the guys over at Nintendo. But here's the thing that still plagues everyone who decides they want to, do something with Nintendo. Whether you're a developer or a streamer, you're still gonna get live stream broadcast, user guides, and you're still gonna get blocked from. It pretty much just says no, you can't live stream. That's pretty much what it says.
Aww.
And this is from someone. This is from a publisher, for games, for someone who's trying to port his game into the Nintendo Switch. Come on,
Nintendo
get
really
with the times, grandpas. All
Nintendo
right.
kind of hates Twitch, to some extent. Maybe they're gonna do their own platform. That's why they're
Yeah.
protecting everyone. So it's just gonna be like since Nintendo refuses to allow their to allow their games like Mario, your franchise, popular game franchise like Mario or Legend of Zelda to go to other consoles,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna do the exact same thing. Like, okay, since we don't like that, and we also don't like people playing our games, why don't we make our own platform? Why don't we make our own, Twitch, our own version of Twitch? They can call it Nintitch or Nintentwitch or Nintendwitch or Twitch.
So does that mean like okay?
Or Ninwin, I don't know.
What game was that? Yeah, let's say Lost Castle. It's not over here. Let's say a game is on the Switch, but it's also on another platform. Does that mean it'll? Yeah. Does that mean it'll be taken down by Nintendo even if that game is being played on another platform but not the Switch?
That's what I'm saying. Is how where does it stop? Like I'm just frustrated by Nintendo.
From my understanding, I heard that like if you play, since Skyrim is on the Switch and people are streaming Skyrim from time to time, you can still do that. But if you play it on the Switch, like if you play a game on the Switch, like Mario Kart, and then you were streaming, just so happens you were streaming with your Switch, they're just gonna give you a middle finger and tell you,
hey, put that down! Put that down! Take that away, sir! Take that away, sir! I apologize. Everyone watching the video feed, I apologize. No, but yeah, that's the thing. I guess just don't say that you're streaming from the Switch if you're playing a game that's on other consoles or other platforms, and you should be fine. But if you're playing a game that's only on a Nintendo platform, then you're kind of screwed.
Yeah. That's basically it. So all right, just don't use your Twitch. Just don't use your Switch for streaming.
Don't use your Twitch account. All right, just don't use your Twitch account. You're fine. All right. All right. In our last bit of news, guys, I got pretty psyched for this because it is the first time we've heard about an official team, let alone a team name and getting its colors and all that. For the Overwatch League, we got the Shanghai Dragons, guys. It's official. Our first named... Oh, that's loud. Our first officially named team for the Overwatch League, the Shanghai Dragons. This is pretty awesome. Yeah, you know, you do not and I don't know how racist this is, but their mascot is May. So
they must be. I found. Maybe they're from Shanghai, China.
Maybe because Chinese.
Maybe
I know, but I don't know how like. Are we just gonna do that now? Are we just gonna?
Yeah, I guess.
Honestly, if we had a Filipino Overwatch team, like part of the Overwatch League, and we had a Filipino character in Overwatch, we would use that as a mascot, definitely.
Well, how would you feel with if the national mascot for Tekken was Josie Rizal? Like, I'm just saying. No, but
now you made me think about it. Ooh,
see, like, how do the Chinese feel about May? No, but let's move on.
The thing is, she's Bay, so it's fine.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's true.
May is Bay, dude.
All right, that's enough. So here's the thing: not only did we get the logo, we got the colors for the dragons. We're getting red, black, yellow, white. Very traditional sports colors, as they are. They come with the appropriate localization of the logo. So if you're in China, they have the Chinese version of the logo, and
cool.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. And yeah, we got the big old Shanghai Dragons logo over here. I found this really awesome, and I can't wait for them to announce more. I'm hoping they do a lot more of these announcements over at BlizzCon in the next few weeks.
Definitely.
Because I want to know what Cloud9 is going to be called. Because I want to know what all these teams are going to be called because they're moving to different regions. A little update for you guys who don't really follow the Overwatch League. They're doing the thing that sports leagues do, and they're forcing the teams and the team owners to find a home. So if you're owning a team, if you own a team for the Overwatch League, you have to have like a home base. So that's why we have the Shanghai Dragons. Cloud9 has moved to London. FaZe Clan and a bunch of other teams are based in California now. So we might get like the Golden State FaZe Clans, or
the Golden State.
Oh yeah, okay, let's try. Let's say a team from the UK. What would they be called?
Well, yeah, Cloud9 is based in London now, so that's what I'm curious about. Are they going to be like London Cloud9s? Like what?
In reference to
The
the last
London
episode of
Cloud9s.
Optional Podcast, I think I'd like to call the UK team the English Jaffa Cakes.
Dude,
Jaffa Cake.
that'd be so funny.
The
The
Jaffa Cake.
Or the British. Wait, they're in London, right? So
Yeah, they're in London.
all right, then the London Jaffa Cakes.
Yeah, dude. Have you tried a
Jaffa
Jaffa cake? It
No,
grows
I
on you. It grows on you. It's
Oh, wait, I don't know
orange
Jaffa
and
cakes.
chocolate. It's a weird
Wow.
combination, but then when you bite into it, you're like, this is getting kind of good.
Jaffa
Yeah.
Cakes.
That's not bad.
all right,
That's
all
not
right.
bad. It's like
Not bad,
how.
yeah.
I should try that.
Wait. What about our team, our local team here? We have TNC. We have Mineski.
Oh my God.
What should we call them? What
Uh,
should we call? Give him a name. Give him a name. Jack.
Manila Tolls. Mag-ingat kayo.
Manila Toll.
the Manila
Mga
Tolls.
The Manila Tolls.
Wait,
It's
how about we
very-
ask our special guest for today, Ruben Padilla?
Dude,
Oh,
no.
no.
He's not.
Go,
He's
go,
not.
go, Ruben.
He's not in here today.
What?
Oh my
Come
God.
on, man.
He's not in here today.
Tell that.
All right,
Tell that.
guys.
He's very
we've
camera
done
shy.
it.
He's very camera shy. And plus, I lost my Netflix. I lost my Netflix shades, so I can't do the character. I don't know where it went. Like I might have lost it. There's a lot of stuff in my room. I cannot find it. But anyway,
All
dude,
right.
like Harold, what would you call them though? Like
The Manila
Philippine
Quit
team?
Stallings. No.
the Manila Overwatchers or
No,
Manila.
that's a tough thing to do. Off the top of my head, I might go with the Manila Jeepneys, just because it's like a cultural thing, you know, like I might just go with something like that,
Yeah.
right? Like I don't know, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. Manila Kikiams, Manila
Quezon
Squidballs, like
Baluts.
Dude,
the
I
Quezon
would-
Baluts.
Dude, Jag, what about you? What would you call the Manila, the official Manila Overwatch League team?
Okay, here. So like, let's take Dragons. Dragons as it's pretty symbolic for the Chinese, right?
Yeah.
Jaffa Cakes, I guess. Fine. Let's make them. I don't know. A Jaffa Cake, a British
It's a
thing.
popular food. It's a popular
British,
food.
is it a British thing?
It's
Oh
a
yeah, it's a
British
British thing.
thing.
Okay.
Unless
The,
you-
the London Black Puddings.
The
What's a
London
popular
Nando's.
Filipino dish?
Dude, sisig.
Okay, there, the Quezon Sisigs or something. Or okay, what's a popular Filipino animal like or creature? I mean, what's it called? The guy who smokes on the tree.
It works because it sounds like you're saying Quezon City, and then you just go Sig. The Quezon
Quezon
Sisig.
Sisig.
Dude, what about like, dude? What's a popular animal or insect? Probably the ipis. So that's like the
Dude,
Manila flying ipis. Dude, I don't know. Fuck.
No, I'd go with the
Manila
Katipunan
Philippines.
Capres, the Tagig
Aswangs.
Tikbalangs,
Tagichanas.
Asswangs.
the
The Aswang.
Yeah, there. See the Cavite Asswangs.
I'm so sorry to everyone who lives in. To all
That's
the
how
viewers
everyone.
reviewing this in Cavite. I'm so sorry. We don't
That's
say
I'm from
Aswangs
Cavite, so
there.
I have a fucking right to say it. That's how everyone abroad is gonna say it. And here we are. Like, this is how the British guys. And here we are entering the Cavite Asswangs, entering the ring.
entering
from
the
Cliff Corner.
Cavite.
Entering the ring.
You wouldn't.
Entering our
You wouldn't
Cavite
phrase
Asswangs.
it that way. You would never say entering the Cleveland Cavaliers. You-
Oh my god. This is so bad. This is so bad. Yeah.
oh
hey,
my god.
You know, if you know if it does come true and Quit Stalling becomes a part of the Overwatch league casting team, we can just go the Aswangs. We just do that, right? So
Oh
go to
my
Aswangs.
I wouldn't even correct them. Like, I would love it. I would just be like, it's a meme now, you know? We're the asswangs.
The Asswangs, dude.
Oh, God.
There's a to it, you know. I kind of like it. Kind of like
Yeah.
it. You see. Yeah.
Big shout out over to Joffel Gallardo. He says Stardew Valley is this Thursday.
on the Switch.
I'm not sure. Let me check. What, Joffel, what do you mean, man? Let us know what you mean.
I think that's when he
Joffel from,
messaged it was that time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Joffel over from the great guys over at Game Ako.
Game Ako
Not to be
podcast.
confused with the people from Game Kanaba. Very different, two very different
No
things.
longer exists any. Is there still Game Gonna Bot?
I don't know. I just wanted to bring it up.
I don't think there is anymore, but
Okay.
Thank you again for giving us that valuable information. We owe you a lot. And
Yeah.
let's collaborate soon, definitely.
Yes, definitely,
Excited to
definitely. All right.
collaborate with you guys soon.
Guys, it's that time of the show. It's that time of the show. It's time for me to wrap up. It's time for us to wrap up, guys. So I'm gonna end the show the way I normally do, and that's by asking you guys, Mick, where can the folks at home find you when you're not on GameByte?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to see more of me, you can check out twitch.tv/thefurybot. At the same time, if you want to know what time I'm streaming, you can follow me on Twitter. That is @thefurybot. It is at the badge below over here. Now, not Harold. Diego, where can the folks at home find you?
Okay, so you guys can find me over at my Twitch, which is twitch.tv/instadez, NISTADEEZEE. Again, that's InstaDeezee. The same handle on my Twitter and my Instagram. That's pretty much where you can find me. I haven't been streaming lately. I'm probably gonna stream. I'm probably gonna stream later this month because later this month is when Destiny's gonna come out. So I'm trying to hit that. I'm gonna. I don't know. I guess it's kind of weird that that's the reason, but I kind of bought the game already, so I might as well have a good reason to play it by streaming instead.
Yeah.
Wait. Before we cut off the Herald and ask him where the folks can find him, Diego, is that Hell Scream? Is that Hell Scream the bunny in the background?
How do you know that's the name?
Because you asked
let me guess. No, let me guess. Cheska messaged you to ask me about Hell Scream in the background, right?
Oh, was that Cheska?
No, I just saw it now. As in, while you were talking, I was distracted by that cute little bunny in the background.
How'd you know his name was
Hell
Hell? Oh wait, no, yeah. Oh shit, yeah, I did ask you.
We gave you the name.
Oh yeah, I
my
did.
God.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, so here. So shout out in the background. Cheska gave me these dolls. The one here, the yellow one is
dolls. They're stuffed toys.
the stuffed toys. Yeah, this one is a hamster called. His name is Hell Scream. I was thinking between Durotan or Hell Scream.
Hell Scream, baby.
Yeah.
Strike fear.
And then the one here on this side, the yellow chicken is called Dinner.
Dinner. Nice. Chicken dinner.
Yeah, but the thing is, I named him Dinner even way before PUBG came around. Ooh. So it was like likely. It was so likely.
This guy just predicted it. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Harold, where can folks find you when you're not on the Quit Stalling Geekcast and the GameByte podcast, only here on the Quit Stalling Network?
Thanks for asking, Nick. Well, going back to your initial point, if you want to find more of me doing my thing, doing this, you can check out the Quit Stalling Geekcast Tuesday nights, Philippine time, 6:30 p.m. And of course, on GameByte. I am also on @Herald Plays. If you want to check me out on Twitter, on Instagram, that's @Herald Plays. If you want to go to YouTube, just search Herald Plays, HeraldPlaysRespect. You can find me there, and of course on Twitch, twitch.tv/Herald Plays. I stream World of Warcraft. I stream Overwatch mainly on Tuesday nights, but you might catch me streaming Overwatch more often nowadays because I'm having so much fun again. And the Halloween event is coming up, so Halloween Terror is coming up on the 10th, right? So 6 days next week. We're getting Halloween Terror. I can't wait. Actually, we should have talked about that, but we'll talk about it next week. We'll talk about it when it's out.
When we finally get skins.
Yeah, we got the McCree Van Helsing scream finally.
Oh yeah.
Van Helsing skin. I think I said that wrong. Van Helsing skin. And we got a new Reaper skin. So yeah, super psyched for that, guys. I am excited. Thank you so much for tuning into GameByte. For Mick, for Diego, and of course, for the absent VCab. VCab, we wish you were here. We know you're probably streaming right now, or clipping highlights or whatever. Shots
have been fired, sir. Shots have been fired.
Oh, I'm sure he's having dinner.
Chicken dinner.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. That was too soft.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, but
all
right.
Very original.
All right, but yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel with more GameByte goodness. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Welcome to GameByte.